I don't need a whole lot of knife for bumming around the house on the weekend. So the Lil version of Butch's design definitely handle everything I come across. This is the smaller version of the Sub-hilt design that Butch designed for Spyderco. And then, of course, this is one of the ones that came from the Spyderco factory and then went through the Vallotton shop to become a dual-action auto, as it was intended. This bolster section here shifts towards the spine of the knife and fires the dual-action function. Doesn't shift a whole lot. And these little guys do have a pretty stiff return spring. And the bolster is angled, I believe it's angled the other direction on the larger one, which for me at least is a more natural action. On this one you're kind of pulling back and in, so it takes a little getting used to. But definitely works very nicely once you get the hang of it. Really nice polished G10 handles on this one, just like the large one. I did cut out the handles here so that the lanyard, or fob technically, sits flush instead of having to come all the way out and around the scales. Just a little preference of mine. And then of course on this one I welded up the clip holes in the bolsters and then surfaced it back down. Those tip down carry clip holes were just driving me absolutely nuts. Could not leave those. This does have a compound ground blade like its big brother. It's subtle on this one. You can just see there's a little tiny bit of a flat ground tip on it with a hollow ground main section. These were made over in Taiwan with typical Spyderco Taiwan quality. Very, very well done. Yeah, this is a really sweet little piece. Is numbered? That is VO24, I think is what that says. Yeah, VO24. Not sure exactly what that means. I think that might mean that Butch did it. I think the ones that Corey did are marked with a C. Man, I was flicking that thing like no trouble earlier this morning. Oh well. These do ride on washers, and they take a little breaking in before they are super smooth. This one lives in the display case, so obviously it hasn't gotten enough time to really break in. Anyway, that is a look at a converted dual action Spyderco Lil Sub-hilt. Really, really sweet piece. These tend to go for, I want to say the smaller ones go for a little bit less than the larger ones. Market nowadays, I'd say you could probably pick one of these up for $700, maybe $600, because the market kind of sucks right now. Worth every penny. Really, really sweet pieces. So there you go.